What is up, you wonderful, beautiful people? Tonight it is my very extreme pleasure, assuming you can all hear me this time, to bring back a chronicle, a show, a tabletop actual play that we have gotten requests for literally for the past couple of years. We finally have time to do it, you guys. Demon the Fallen is back. Let's fucking do this shit. I'm not going to waste too much time. Real quick, winner of last week's comment vote for XP was Tom, who's not fucking here, and he won by exactly one vote because nobody else voted, and he can thank Vasil specifically. Alright, so, for anybody who didn't see our last Demon the Fallen 666 subscriber special, because it was a little while ago, why don't you guys go ahead and talk about your characters. Also, I need to make one small adjustment because Adam actually is here, and Tom is not. God damn it. Stop making me so popular.
Everything went off on you at once.
Is it
there it is.
There we go.
Everybody
there we go.
grab your phone and check it out the window.
That's how you know this is
see,
starting, guys.
I will let you guys determine if it's an act of pure hubris or just raw talent, but I'm actually running the game off my phone tonight. How the fuck do I turn off Adam's fucking Muppet?
That's an excellent question.
Boom. God damn it, Adam, you're in the wrong space.
Always in the wrong spot.
It's okay, we'll fix this. We are allegedly professionals.
Well, I'll go ahead and get started. My demon is a defiler, or I think the official name is a Lamastu. But yes, he is a demon of transfiguration and of the ocean before the fall. And he is currently in the body of a man named Manuel Mondragon, who is a heroin-addicted, kind of mid-level rock star who plays basically gothic industrial black metal. And he made a deal with the Sabbat to get his own club. And who knows if the Sabbat are currently still in El Paso.
All right. Oh, by the way, we're playing in El Paso.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because last I remember, they all left off to the Middle East.
Yeah, we really need to have us a sit down and figure out what we are going to do with our setting here.
Oh, he's also always wearing aviator sunglasses. That's Tom's favorite part about my character.
Even when he's not.
Alright, that's Xavier again. And boom, there's Adam. Hi, Adam.
Hello, peoples.
Alright, and since you're here, Adam, tell us about your weird fucking character.
I don't know what I can't read my character sheet, Chaz.
Adam's character was a demon who was obsessed with knowledge, who inhabited the body of a priest, who got murdered, who then got stuck in the body of a college party girl, who then lost all of her followers, and in order to get faith in order to get a small amount of faith because she had lost all of it and therefore could not do sick demon stuff, decided to try to inspire faith in a group of middle school boys by flashing them.
Solid plan.
Also, hello and greetings, everyone. I had the chat buried because I'm a dumbass. Mazzy, Yusuf, Thoth, good evening.
What up, my dudes?
You said my character sheet's currently at Chaz's house, so I have a picture of it on my phone.
As my sheet, but you know, I can read mine.
All right, Xavier, tell us a little bit about Ardeniel. By the way, can everybody actually hear me this time?
Yes.
This is the golden rule, right? Like distance of a thumb to pinky. It's where I want the mic.
Yeah, about a foot's good.
I can hear you better than I can hear Josh.
Do I sound okay?
Try to stay close to the microphone.
Sounds good to me.
You have the volume over it.
My character is Ardeniel the Dawnblade. He is a reconciler Scourge, which means he's an angel of life. Typical guardian angel. I'm currently only really good at healing people, and if I put more points into it, I can bring back the dead next. That's what I'm going for. But I am a war vet turned police detective, as far as the human side goes. And there's drugs buried in my backyard.
Oh yeah, my character's backup drugs. Nobody would expect to find it at my parole officer's house.
Okay, so Demon the Fallen, unfortunately, of all the game lines of the WoD, is kind of the one I consider the redheaded stepchild, minus, I guess, Changeling and Wraith. Even Hunter, even though it came out at the ass end of World of Darkness, Hunter got like 3 video games, Demon got squat. So I'm going to explain a little bit about what's going down with Demon the Fallen. Right, at the beginning of the earth, before recorded history, you had God and his angels, and the angels were broken down into 7 houses, and each house had its own responsibilities. You had the first house, the House of Light. They were like your Ventru angels, all the way down to the bottom house, the Slayers. They were your angels of death. Well, back in the day, Adam and Eve were little more than semi-conscious apes. They were like really pretty. But the problem was, God had charged his angels to care for Adam and Eve, to love Adam and Eve as they would God himself. And this caused a conundrum, because these angels, these creatures of art and beauty and light and wonder, have created and sculpted this earth for them that they literally do not have the comprehension to enjoy. Well, one of the angels, a seer, foresaw this great calamity. Something really, really bad was going to happen to the humans. So the angels were at an impasse. Do we intervene? Or do we let it take its course? And really, they weren't sure which way went which, but they knew either they had to do something, or these things that they loved, these things that they were literally created to care about, were fucked 6 ways from Sunday. And so Lucifer took a third of the heavenly host and he said, you know what, enough's enough. We're going to teach these people. We're going to help them build their society. We're going to help them create. We're going to help them realize their potential. And that didn't fly too well with God. Apparently that wasn't part of the plan. So, even though the fallen angels gave human society technology, allowed them to create, allowed them to express themselves, allowed them to appreciate and love, the angels that had sacrificed so much to give this to the humans they cared about were condemned, were damned for eternity to the abyss, a realm of endless darkness, of loneliness, forced to watch from behind an intangible, impenetrable barrier as the world collapses in on itself, as the people, the humans that they loved so much, fall upon each other in depredation, in murder, in rape, in violence, in theft. And then something unforeseen happened. The 6th Great Maelstrom, the very same disaster that wiped out the Shadowlands and Wraith the Oblivion, and I swear to God if my phone goes off one more time.
But
Perhaps shut it the fuck up.
I tried! Look, I've got like 3 different things on mute, and the one thing that I didn't have muted was my ringtone for the friggin' Facebook. Anyway.
No, I mean, you just shut up the phone. Permanently.
I'm using it to run the game. I need the phone tonight. Usually, good idea. Tonight, not so much. How's it going, honey? The 6th Great Maelstrom that wiped out the Shadowlands of Wraith the Oblivion sundered the walls of the abyss, and through these great cracks, some of the weaker angels were able to slip through, and as they exited their prison, they found this horrific gravity pulling at them, trying to drag them back into hell. And there was only one way to avoid it, to avoid being damned and condemned once again. They found they had to anchor themselves to humans. And so, The fallen that escaped found human beings whose connection to their lives was tenuous. Either they were on death's doorstep, or they were so terribly beaten down by depression and mental illness that their connection to their body was like a thread, or perhaps they had so withered themselves through drugs and just being toxic to their own bodies and unhealthy that their life was hanging on by a thread. And so the demons forced their way in, pushing out the human souls, and these horrible stampeding angels of hell found themselves in mortal bodies on the earth. But you see, there was something they didn't quite account for. When they pushed out the human soul, when they took over this human body, when they found a place to dwell from the horrible gravity of the abyss, they began to merge. The human's thoughts, the human's feelings, the human's memories became one with the horrible, tormented angel hell-bent on revenge, to the point where it started to become difficult where one ended and the other began. And so, these human emotions, the human emotions of love, of compassion, began to temper the rage of these newly returned angels. And they found themselves with a dilemma. Do they go about what they came to do, ruin God's creation as revenge for trying to help and being damned for it, or do they aspire to be what they once were? Do they take these feelings of love, these connections of family and dear ones that their hosts gave them, and use it to lift the world into what it could be, their original mission? And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the crux of Demon the Fallen, and is the question we will answer tonight. So,
next session.
Eventually.
all right, so tonight I will be running the one and only Chronicle sourcebook that was ever published for Demon the Fallen, Fear to Tread. And it is also worth noting for any Demon hardcores in the audience, I have altered it. I wouldn't say terribly substantially, but enough to make it work better for our Chronicle and tailor it a little bit better to the individual preferences of my players. So with that...
you added dick jokes.
Huh?
So you added dick jokes.
No, you guys bring the dick jokes. I just throw in lollies left and right.
You mean Adam?
No, that's Xavier. Xavier makes my characters lollies.
Well, hold on. Hey now.
Already the group begins to skip.
The struggle for the demon is right.
It's about 10 o'clock. A Friday night in El Paso, Texas, our hometown. The oppressive heat of the summer is finally beginning to fade, and the cool crispness of autumn is leaking into the city streets. And tell me, what are you doing right now, currently?
I'll say Manuel Mondragon is at his recording studio, probably fiddling with the stuff he recorded earlier that night or that afternoon.
Oh, that's right. What happened to Bob's character?
So when we last left off, and this is referring to our Demon the Fallen special that I alluded to earlier, it's on YouTube. I'll put a card here if I remember. Our Danielle, the angel of butt plugs, got reincarnated into a homeless guy, and you haven't really heard much from him since.
Yeah, we summoned another demon in this place because we got mad at him. Yeah, I remember Zazamel the Zealous, and he was just like, what the fuck is happening? So, we have that guy here. But yeah, I'm gonna say I'm at a recording studio, probably messing with the mixing and mastering and he's trying to get his new album ready.
Alright, Armando Ochoa, police detective. What's up with you tonight?
Am I working?
That's up to you.
Yeah, sure. I get paid more at night. And you
Drinking
know.
some of the stale office coffee.
Yeah, I don't know if coffee works on this.
Works for it does.
Oh yeah, I guess you're right.
Works for Tom's character.
Does it actually work, or does he just like it?
Well, to introduce Tom's character, he's basically a Grim Reaper who is addicted to coffee and is perpetually late to places.
Even though he can walk in the shadows.
Even though he can almost teleport, he's still late to place.
Sky Bentley, did you get any it's called what are they called? The damn cheese sticks from Sonic today.
Oh, that was today? God damn it.
Yep. I got some. It's all good.
We'll get each other. We'll wait for you.
Alright.
Just go. We'll keep everybody entertained.
Yeah.
So tell me, Xavier, what's the case that Armando's working on tonight?
Profile? Are you finally trying to get rid of me?
No. What would be the, is this current day? Are we assuming? Like, iOS?
I kind of assumed that would help increase the verisimilitude for you, but if we want to change it, I'm fine with that.
Okay, well, let's just say we found another migrant body dead in one of the ditches, because that was happening for a while. For those of you that were unaware...
All right.
Still technically one of the safest cities.
Yeah, we're the safest city, but if you go like right here to Juarez, that place is fucked. Vasil, I want to let you know I did indeed count your vote, because I do read the comments, even though I can't always respond, and you are the sole reason that Tom got an XP. You should feel good about yourself. All right, Chelsea Lamont. Adam, what is Chelsea doing tonight?
Probably going to Tinder, just like swiping right, and yeah.
I feel like if somebody like Chelsea has to actually use Tinder, you're slumming it that night.
Sometimes you gotta.
She's not trying to do the do. She's trying to she's trying to dupe people into free meals.
Aha, gotcha. All right, while you're going about your business, could I please have a perception awareness at a difficulty 7?
From all of us?
From all of you.
Right. That requires dice.
No successes. But no botches.
I probably should ask, is Manuel currently high?
I have to be in order to function. I took the worst possible level of flaw for that one. Actually, one below.
I got 2 successes.
Okay.
What's up, X?
Hold on. 1, 2 successes.
Okay.
You can just say my speakers are too loud, but they're 2 probably massive walls right next to me.
Well, it's not so much a sound or a sight, it's more of a feeling. And Manuel, for about half a second, you can feel this really weird, like, tingling on the back of your neck, but it doesn't quite penetrate the amassed wall of heroin that you've got floating around you at any given time, so it's out of sight, out of mind, and you go back to the track. Chelsea and Armando, you guys, at once, there's this massive blast of infernal energy. Huge. Fucking enormous. That just erupts for a split second coming from the direction of downtown, and you feel it just sort of shake your entire body. It's like when you pound 3 liters of caffeine and your heart starts palpitating really fast.
I don't do that to myself, but I'll take your word for it.
I'm talking to you a couple of times.
Yeah, I've gotten pretty close to dying from a heart attack.
That feeling when you drink too much coffee and you don't even wake up, your heart just starts beating faster. That's
You're wasting all your heartbeats. You have a finite amount of heartbeats, and you don't know how many you got.
So you just stop your heart?
Yeah, save the heartbeats.
For the Twitch stream background, Chaz, you got to get one of those pictures of the mountain with the star on it, and then the demon, the fallen logo on top.
See, I thought about doing that, but the problem is with our overlay, you really can't see much of the background. So I looked for something that looked kind of cool and demonic, and the best I got was the cover for Earthbound. Which, that is what that is, if anybody was wondering.
Yes, this is set in our hometown. We debated moving it to LA, but we decided to keep it here.
Because LA is overrated. Also because we don't know exactly what's going on in LA right now.
Yeah,
That'll be addressed at a later date.
Yeah, there's vampires there.
Maybe. We don't know. We haven't decided that yet. Alright.
So what do you do?
I don't feel that good. I'm gonna text my homies.
Do I have any faith? Or
I will allow you to start with full faith, because God bless you, you need it. And, we don't need Twitch to bust us for terms of service for any weird pedophile antics on your fucking part, so.
I was going to say he didn't, he flashed enough middle schoolers to get full faith.
I think the middle school one didn't work, so I did do a homeless guy.
Oh,
and
it's so much better.
I gotta tell you, it was a religious experience. Knowing the shit that Chelsea Lamont has pulled while I was transcribing your character sheet tonight. Nature, pedagogue, enhanced mental awareness. I'm gonna show my tits to middle schoolers.
It's a big brain move, Chaz. Big brain before it was big brain.
Alright, so, Ardenio, you're texting your homies. Now, I will remind you that as long as you have a point of faith, you can invoke them and, telepathically walkie-talkie them, but
that's right!
If you would rather use mundane means, I won't stop you.
I'll just be like, yo, my dudes, what's going on?
I'm a girl.
What the fuck was that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm a demon.
I hear voices in my head.
Bad things happen to people who meet our characters. I don't think we would want us to meet our characters.
Yeah, that's true.
That's probably why my car's in the shop all the time. It's probably a demon inside of it.
Let's all go down to Bravo's.
But yeah, Mike, what's going on? Is this about the prickle I felt in the back of my neck?
If you mean the infernal energy, yes. I don't know what else you got back there.
How'd you know what I was about to name my album? Could you hear all
I know it.
Well, seeing as we're the most capable Roomba in the city, we should probably investigate that. Now, what about Isabella?
I do have an answer for that. You wouldn't know. All I will say is you have not heard from your Sabat contacts in quite a while.
Vasil, you just missed the rundown. Chaz gave it earlier.
Quick rewind.
Oh, just rewind like 10 minutes.
Fast forward to the dick jokes. No.
It's okay. You can always rewatch this on YouTube. But I'll mentally text you that I'll meet you at the alligator statue.
I missed. I wish when we had real gators.
No, when we had real gators. That was a little before our time.
Just a bit.
I think they stopped like right around our time. Right at our birth.
You just missed it. All right.
Yeah, that area is mostly done being constructed now. It actually looks nice.
We are not just an old west town as movies like to make us out to be.
Yes, meeting at the alligator statue.
Okay, let's do... Who actually has their own transportation?
I do.
As do I.
I'm pretty sure. I don't know if my car's out of the shop yet. After that horrible accident.
Yeah, we'll say you're good.
Yeah.
Adam's gonna get one of his Tinder dates to drop him off.
Hey, let's go to the downtown plaza.
Is that how you've been getting Faith? Tinder?
Hey, oh man, this feels so hot.
This girl made me believe in God again.
Okay, so here's what
Jess, can you give... Oh, go ahead.
what were you going to say?
I was going to say, can you give Adam one dot and pact and just have it be Tinder?
I'll consider it. Anyway, let's see who gets there first. So I would like Manuel and Armando to give me a dexterity drive at a standard 6. And Chelsea, you're going to give me a...
Tinder drive.
Tinder drive.
Let's go with a charisma manipulation. To see if you can urge your ride to get you there faster.
I got 2 successes.
I, too, got 2 successes with a dice pool of 4.
I got 3 successes. So,
Yay! Adam getting to the scene first certainly won't fuck anything up. Alright, Adam, as you start moving towards San Jacinto Plaza, where the alligator statue is, it actually starts getting difficult right about the time you hit around Mesa Street, Oregon. The downtown area is just about gridlocked, and God knows it's a maze of one-way streets. That place is a piece of shit to drive through on the best day. But it is just like bumper to bumper, people barely getting there. And as you finally arrive, it looks like there's some sort of commotion sort of hanging out around the plaza itself. You can see a couple uniformed officers as they sort of like keep people at a distance, and these crowd of looky-loos are starting to build up around the sidewalk around the plaza. You can see them craning in for a look. It looks like there's a fire engine, lights flashing. There's an ambulance. Its siren just piercing through the night at all angles. What would Chelsea like to do at this point?
hey guys, what's going on?
They're not there yet. You're here first.
Like the people in the crowd.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Like the people. I guess there are people like blocking the street, right?
Not blocking the street so much, but like I said, there is a crowd of bystanders that are kind of getting in the way, looking to get some kind of like maybe an Instagram picture or phone video.
A snap. Snip, snap.
I tell my date, go get me something to eat, and I'm gonna look over here real quick.
Oh, right now it's gonna take me like a half an hour to get to the McDonald's, Chelsea. Come on, this is fucked up.
There's a Starbucks like right there.
Like,
it's close enough for you to walk, but you want him to drive. Oh, you're the worst. You know what? At least you put out.
If you walk, it's going to get cold on the way back.
Give me that charisma roll again. Let's see how you do.
Is charisma manipulation? No.
Yeah. Wait a minute. That's 2 attributes. I'm a retard.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, I'm like, okay. Yeah.
It's because this is a revised game, and revised constantly throws me off, and that's my excuse. I'm sticking to it. I have your character sheet right here.
You can roll for me, Chaz.
I could. You officially become superfluous. How do you feel about that?
I don't know what that means.
I'll tell you my feelings after I get a dictionary.
Google, what does that mean? Is it an insult?
Wow, Chelsea has no personality whatsoever.
Wow. So you're only a sex toy.
I'm pretty sure he is coasting by purely on appearance. So let's do that. Roll appearance. There's no empathy. There's no intimidation. No streetwise. No subterfuge. No etiquette.
Was this straight appearance?
Yeah.
Chaz, can the date get a roll of intelligence awareness to tell he's a dinner date? I understand that's not that kind of awareness, but I feel like you should get to roll it.
I'll give it to him. What do you think the difficulty is?
It depends on how attractive Adam's character is. I'd say possibly a diff 7.
She's pretty hot. She got 4 in appearance.
Yeah.
Diff 8.
I got 2 successes on mine.
Oh, well, he failed completely.
Oh! He's like, pussy, pussy, pussy.
All right, but this totally counts as paying for dinner. As
Going on a coffee.
As you step out of the car, he will begin to sieve back into the traffic, and you've gotten rid of him for probably the better part of the night.
Like, I know you said you could have absolutely just had him walk 10 minutes to pizza joint.
You can't park downtown. I guess we could, but yeah.
You just have to pay $10.
Yeah. I'm gonna make him find me too, though.
So what are you going to do, Adam? Or do you just want to delay until your friends get there?
I'm gonna take a peek and see what I can see. Yeah, there's a crowd of onlookers.
Okay, let's see what you can actually see.
Hey, I know he got powers, but I don't want to use them.
You need a packed first, boy.
Yeah.
Why don't you give me a perception alertness?
Yes, that one I can do.
Oh man, we really do have revised edition sheets. I have intuition as a talent.
I know, right?
You got
Hooray.
3 successes.
3 successes. Okay, so you're actually able to crane yourself over the crowd and take a decent look so you can see into the plaza. And basically at the center, right at the alligator statue, it looks like some poor motorist in a 2005 Focus has managed to plow their car directly into the statue. And the firefighters are just dumping water on this thing. There's not much in the way of flames, but the smoke is just pouring in this huge gray column that stretches skyward. And with your 3 successes, it's weird as hell, but you can tell that the body is bent over the hood of the car, as in not ejected through the windshield. This way, bent over the hood of the car. Doesn't appear to be anyone else. You don't see any passengers in the car. You don't see any bystanders that may have been struck. Just one. Boom. Right on the hood.
Can I tell that he's a demon, or that's a demon at all, or at all?
Perception awareness, of which you have no awareness.
Yeah, so it's a straight perception. But is it? I feel is it difficult? Like -1 difficulty, or what? -1 die?
I don't remember. Just fucking roll perception. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. I got 2 successes.
Okay. You do pick up the tiniest, and I mean the tiniest, faintest shred of infernal energy coming from this lady, but it's not enough to signify a demon. It's not even really enough to signify a thrall. And literally, as you hone in and pick it up, it seems to evanesce.
as you hear "Wake Me Up."
Oh my god.
No, I was gonna see the scene.
But the Kids Bop version.
Nightcore.
Nightcore
no,
Kids
Bop.
Bop Wake Me Up.
Well, what is
That
this?
sounds so awful.
Just
All right.
shoot us in the face already.
So about now, Armando and Manuel, you finally made it to the plaza yourself. You've just sort of turned the corner to where you can actually see the plaza, the plume of smoke, the flashing lights of the fire engine, the ambulance, police standing around, crowds gathering.
Just
Well,
take out a cigarette and light it. Look at my parole officer. I'm like, "Can you get us past that tape?" I'm assuming that's the thing.
It looks like this just happened a couple of minutes ago, so they haven't really had time to set up a real perimeter. It's kind of an informal step back, police business, one of those.
Oh, cool. Then I'm just gonna walk right behind you as you do your cop stuff.
I'll just be like, what the fuck happened here?
So you walk up to, I'm assuming, the first, I want to say armored, not armored, the first uniformed officer you see. Sir, Detective Ochoa, I didn't know they sent you. Follow me, I'll show you. Is he with you?
Yeah.
Chelsea, from your vantage point, we'll say there may be 90 degrees hence. Do you want to try and insinuate yourself amongst them, or are you going to stay in the crowd?
I'm gonna just hide for now. Oh yes, be in the crowd for now. See what they do.
If only there was some way you could approach undetected.
I could
I'm
teleport.
sure you don't have anything like that.
I could teleport, but
I'm
then
sure you can't, stop time, bend space, or light.
While yelling at Waldo.
it can cost too much faith, and the faith is expensive. And you need a supply first.
So the officer will sort of lead you towards the car, and at this point, the flames have just about entirely gone out. The body draped over the hood has been just charred to in a quartz-colored husk. Not quartz. What am I thinking of? The black one, onyx, has been charred to an onyx-colored husk, and just boom, right over the hood. And obviously the smell of burning flesh is just intense, roosting in your nostrils.
Gonna lean over.
Go ahead.
I was gonna lean over to the detective and be like, "Kind of smells like the abyss."
Does it?
I'm not so certain the abyss had a smell.
That's true. There could just
That's
be
the
a
worst
void of
part.
absolute nothingness. Can I make some kind of a code red?
Some sort of a what now?
Occult.
Yeah, if you want, go for it. You want to go perception? You want to go intelligence?
I'll go perception.
All right, give it a
I
roll.
want to use a small amount of medicine I have to kind of like get as close to that woman as I can to make sure she's completely 100% dead.
Yeah, that's not a problem. Give me perception, medicine, at a difficulty 4. And as you guys are sort of appraising this woman, the officer will tell you, we got a call, several of them actually, about the nearest 10 blocks, about a car on fire racing through the streets. We got a couple of eyewitness testimonies, but nobody can agree on anything. Some people say the gas tank was on fire. Some people say she was on fire. Some people say the fire was fucking green. We haven't been able to piece anything together yet. Near as we can tell, same old story, drunk driver racing through the night, put themselves into the alligator statue and ejected themselves through the windshield.
God damn it, the person that can figure out what happened to dead people isn't here.
Vasil, we love you too. Have fun in Bulgaria.
As much fun as a Bulgarian can have, I guess.
You don't know, Bulgaria could be really cool. Varna looks nice.
I don't know. Pretty close to Serbia. I don't think you want to let your guard down.
I got 3
Okay.
successes.
3 successes. She is very dead. You can see that the eyes, the lips have completely burned out, and the charred blackened skull, mouth agape, has smoke drifting from the orifice.
You can try to kill him.
Just Manuel's gonna kind of pull out his phone and pull a mayhem and take a picture of it for an album cover.
Oh.
Brujeria also did that. Brujeria.
I got 4 successes on my occult.
4 successes. So what you see obviously does not have any immediate occult inclinations. This was not the site of some kind of ritual. You don't see any markings necessarily anywhere. What specifically are you trying to find here?
Demonic influence. Or demonic, workings of any sort. Like, was this something spontaneous, or was this something that was carried out with a plan?
So immediately what the cop told you about the differing stories, or the fact that she was on fire, that the fire was green, that probably sets your radar off a little bit. Seems weird, and you've been around the block enough times to know that usually when people see weird shit, their first instinct is to start rationalizing, and the disparate accounts seem like that natural course of people just rationalizing what they saw. So something strange definitely happened here. As far as any actual demonic influence, as I said, it was already beginning to evanesce when Adam appraised it, so you probably wouldn't really pick up anything at the moment. But this would be enough to get your feelers up, definitely.
Okay.
How badly burned is the interior of the car?
Scorched.
Scorched?
Ooh.
Shiny Mewey, how's it going? Yes, indeed, Demon of the Fallen.
Yes.
I'm gonna ask the
My
cop
alert
then.
box! I don't know who just did what, but thank you, you're amazing. Oh, Shiny Mewey's hosting my stream with 1 viewer. I do not rescind my comment. You are still wonderful and amazing. Go ahead.
I'm gonna ask any of the detective that Ochoa was talking to if there's any sort of identification on the person they found, or if it's all burned up.
We just started. Like I said, they just got the fire pointed out. The best thing I can do is direct you over him, and he points to this guy very clearly wearing a sheriff's department uniform, and he doesn't really seem to be interacting with the investigation at all. He's just sort of standing off to the side and observing, and he'll tell you that's the guy that called it in. His name is Black, I think, something Black.
But I'll go talk to the sheriff, as I am not good at doing detective things.
I will further investigate the body and everything.
Okay. Chelsea, what are you going to do?
I don't know what my powers do. I can't remember. I can't remember if I can't go back in time and see what happened with my powers. I don't know. And the memory of this game, except for
How
the
many
weird
dots
stuff.
of sick time power do you have, Adam?
I don't have all these time powers, but
Wait, can you turn back time? Is that something we can do? I know mages can. I'm pretty sure demons can? I don't know.
Yeah, well, we have mage powers. We just have them rather than having to be nerds.
We don't take on paradox for using our mage powers. So we're basically better.
damn, I forgot this order to have all this stuff. God damn it.
All right, so Manuel, you begin to approach this guy. He's a very well-built white dude, 6 feet tall, easily tops 200 pounds of muscle plus. And as you approach him, you're pretty damn sure you've never seen this guy. But his eyes sort of narrow as he looks you up and down, and then you see them sort of alight with what might be a spark of recognition.
Can I see his name tag?
He is wearing a name tag that says Black.
Sheriff Black. I see. Have we met before?
Oh, this one is only a deputy. No, I've heard of you, though. And he'll sort of, like, look around and lean in. You're Cantor, right? You are the ones that dealt with that Earthbound.
And he's just like, shut up!
Best not to speak that name too loudly. And what would your name be?
Forgive me. You may call me Asher. I work for Lucia Cervantes, or, as you would more properly know her, Pahalia, the tyrant of the Infernal Court.
Nah, one of Bahalia's boys. Yes, I am that Cantor, and what do you know about that, as I say, kind of pointing to the charred corpse? It seems like it's not your average drunk driver.
Oh, I don't think so at all. Well, you felt it too, did you not? That massive surge of power that gripped the city for a moment.
No, yeah, I felt that. Everybody felt that.
Well, I felt the surge, and just mere moments before the call came over my radio. One more witness managed to get the car's license plate before it had burned completely to the ground. And I did a quick check and realized that the driver went by the name of Mary Blacksmith. I'm fairly certain Mary was no Fallen herself, nor was she a known or suspected thrall, vassal, or servant any sort of Earthbound. Although, I would definitely say she was a victim of one of the other, because, look at it, this was no accident. Anyway, I invoked Pahalia as soon as I heard or felt, rather, the emanation of infernal energy, and I asked her to send somebody. Has she contacted you?
No,
Are we on good terms with her? I don't think we were.
If memory serves, I think Manuel and Bob screwed the pooch, but everybody else was okay.
Was that just... You speaking of the presentation we had to make? Or of some specific event from the last Chronicle?
Oh no, I'm speaking to when you guys got called in front of the Infernal Court.
Okay, yes. The one time my character was actually high.
Just blitzed as fuck out of your mind.
Fun fact about demons: if they pass their stamina roll when they take drugs, basically nothing happens. However, my character's still addicted to heroin, so he still has to take it anyway, even though it does nothing for him most of the time.
Of course, on the one day they had to appear before the Infernal Court, which would basically be the Prince and the Primogen in vampire terminology, he botched the stamina roll and was just fucked up beyond belief.
Just drooling and everything.
But for your purposes, you're not on bad terms.
She just assumes half your Roomba's an idiot, or idiots.
Half my Roombas are idiots.
The other half is incompetent.
I don't think we have made a single group of characters in World of Darkness that is what the creators intended. Ever. I think we tried once.
When was that?
I don't remember, but I remember putting a decent amount of effort into trying to make it fit. And I don't remember what it was. I think these characters are pretty solid too. I think just the things we do and how we act. Alright, so
Shining you, I did finish my character sheet, but it's not I don't know, it's not on my person. I have a picture of it. And I did find out what I can do.
I won't even make you roll for this because I know for a fact your perception medicine is at least 8. As you are examining the corpse, The internal organs are almost completely liquefied. It looks very much like this woman was burned from the inside out.
Oh, that's awful. What could cause something like that to happen?
Did you just like stick your finger in the stomach goop and just like,
Actually, you know what? I know how that can happen. I think if I fuck up a heel roll, that happens.
So you can just randomly explode one of these guys?
If I fuck up, or if I intentionally activate the high torment, just...
Yeah, I've got 3 bashing. Oh, well, now you're dead.
No, I'm not gonna fucking bob it.
Alright, so immediately the body shows no signs of trauma associated with the impact of the car accident, which should belie the police's theory that she was thrown through the windshield of her car. Second, I'm going to chalk this one up to infernal sense, but this is something that you could probably pick up being a fucking demon. There doesn't seem to be any sort of drugs or inebriation in her system at any kind. Seems like she was completely sober.
she had a little too much salsa roja, Mazzy.
So yeah, that's about what you can glean from this. Unless, is there anything else specifically that you're looking for?
Not in particular. I'll go join Cantor.
Alright, Chelsea, you're still derping around in the crowd? Huh?
I don't know what he can do, though.
Okay.
All I can do is control time.
With pattern 2, I can trace the cause and event with great accuracy.
Okay, excellent. So, the one problem, and I tried to look it up before, and I spent like half an hour looking through the book. I don't know where the fuck it is. I'm gonna find it. One day I will put a big ass sticky note. If memory serves, in order to activate a lore, you roll your faith, and you want to beat your torment. Otherwise, you inadvertently activate the high torment version, which is mean and nasty. Does anyone who want to contradict me on that before I make him do that?
No, I'm pretty sure that's what we were doing before.
What were we doing?
You roll faith. It's a difficulty 6 in order to activate, and...
No. It is difficulty equal to your...
Torment. To not activate high torment.
Yeah.
But sometimes you want to activate high torment, so you gain a temporary torment on purpose.
I swear to God, I remember reading Diff 6 somewhere, but I will absolutely take your word for it. Okay, so...
No, it's the diff to activate it without torment, and then after it's the roll at diff 6 to use it properly.
Okay. All right. So you are currently at 4 torment. Roll your faith.
You get all 4 successes.
Okay.
Nice.
So now, what is or is it just another faith roll, or is it a specific attribute plus ability? See, the audience gets to learn the game along with us. Even though I ran this campaign for about half a year, I don't remember shit.
That was like 2 years ago.
Was it that long ago?
It was.
God, we're old.
It's like whenever Bob was with us. R.I.P. Bob. Just kidding.
Right, and you're doing patterns too?
Yes.
It's like we saw Bob recently. He had a full-grown, just massive gray beard.
Like a Granton wizard.
Okay, you don't have a rank in the KKK. You don't get to say that. That's what they're called, right? Grand Wizard?
Yeah.
The top one? I'm pretty sure that's what they are.
Okay, so you're going to roll perception, intuition, Adam. Number of successes determines how detailed the picture of a particular event is.
Yeah, I do have intuition. Cool.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, wow, you actually do. Good job.
Thank you, Xavier. Is it?
What?
I think it might have been Xavier, but I don't know.
No,
Pretty sure
you
hate
made this one.
character.
Wow.
How'd you do?
I didn't buy it. I didn't buy it, but I didn't feel.
So,
I got 2 1s and 1 8, 1 6.
okay.
What was the difficulty for?
What? Oh. Well, we should activate High Torment.
So, you muster the power of the faith around you. You reach out with your infernal abilities. And all around you, the powers of heaven just go bzzz, and nothing happens.
God hates you. I'm kidding. God's not here. He's gone.
He's on vacation.
We don't know where he went.
Yeah.
As your demonic powers fail, what is Chelsea's next point of business?
Well, better jerk someone off in the crowd.
See, Thoth remembers.
It's already make a thing for my son. Oh, it's Hell's Kitchen.
You know, he got homeless man body. Yeah. That's what he gets. That's what he gets.
I'm just gonna be like, motherfucker. I can never activate my
We were going to go through a selection process when he's just like, I want to be revived in the hobo.
Alright, so what's Chelsea going to do?
Curse to myself, curse to my brain. Like, god damn it, I never activate my damn powers. even with the damn
God
thing.
damn it.
Manuel, you want to give me a perception alertness?
Yes. I have that now. Fail.
Okay, you do not notice Chelsea Lamont in the crowd throwing a barely restrained tantrum as... I'm sorry, Armando is the one that's approaching. Well, Armando, you give me the perception alertness.
Okay. Do-do-do-do. I can do that. One, two, three, 4 successes.
Aha, you do notice Chelsea Lamont in the crowd throwing a barely restrained tantrum.
And you ignore her.
I'll just be like, I don't know what he's doing. I don't know. Anyways.
Alright. So you arrive as Manuel and Deputy Black are carrying on their conversation in very hushed tones, it seems.
No, so say, Manuel, find out anything?
Ah, Ardeniel of the Dawnblade. Pleasure. You found a host in law enforcement as well. How does it suit you?
It's a little tight.
Honestly, I get a little frustrated at times with all the red tape.
Yes, well...
Now, who are you?
I am Asher, servant of Pahalia, tyrant of the Infernal Court. And I don't mind the red tape. Our kind seems to thrive on it. If at any rate this job helps me to do my other job much better.
That's true. It does give us a certain amount of access. Most of us, anyways.
He's just like, I'm a devil. I love red tape.
Didn't we fall because of red tape? I feel like we shouldn't like red tape.
So the idea of a devil working at the DMV, getting off and denying people.
It's everyone praying to God to pass their test and please hurry the fuck up in line.
God's not here.
It is only I, The 85-year-old man who still works here. Okay.
Has a torment rating of 8.
Everything he does is high torment.
Yeah, I'll tell him about the whole Mary Blackstone business. Maybe he could look her up in some kind of file. Perhaps we need to go break into her home and look around a little bit.
Actually, impertinent of me as it may be, I was about to suggest that her home might have clues as to what she was doing that might have led up to her death. I would personally like to see if I can insinuate myself into the autopsy for this woman, although I'm not sure I would be able to discover anything such an illustrious scourge wasn't able to. I can also try using my connections at the Sheriff's Department to dig into any personal contacts, although this might take time.
Well, it's a good thing you two work together, I say, just kind of pointing at them.
That's like, well, I feel like you should probably go check the files. And I suppose I can do the autopsy as well. And I suppose Cantor and De Levante can snoop around.
Can you get me a warrant?
No.
I look at the sheriff. Could you get me a warrant?
Anything's in the realm of possibility, if you know who to ask.
It's just in case anybody sees me breaking into there.
And you can be like, I know I got a fire axe, but I've also got a warrant.
But I put in my drugs. Sorry.
Somebody sees me shooting up smack. They're like, it's okay, I have a warrant. Yeah,
I got a warrant.
It's
I'm like, I'm deep undercover right now.
I'm Winona Ridering this bitch so hard.
It's like a prescription of the warrant. Damn.
I suppose I could bend a few judges into compliance, but Parhalia would much prefer it if we were to keep this on the down low, which means I would need some sort of probable cause.
I'm not asking for an actual warrant. Just something that looks like a warrant. I'm like, just write something down on one of your little police events.
That actually happens a lot more often than you think. Police will say they have a warrant and they actually don't have a warrant, or they do have one and it isn't signed, so it's not valid. So yeah, there's a lot of ways you can actually get away with this.
I'm like, yeah, just give me one of the warrant papers.
Well.
Also deputize me.
Deputize me, Captain.
This is on behalf of the Infernal Court. I could pull a few strings. Josh, give me manipulation, empathy.
This character.
Give me a badge, Sheriff.
Apparently, this does not invoke my specialty, which is seductive.
I mean, you could. Yeah, if you want to go that direction. I mean, I let it happen for Adam.
4 successes.
Give me an hour. I'll be back with something you should be able to use if anyone questions.
I'm like, just look around. I'm like, I'm sure we have time.
He looks over at the traffic. Better make it 2.
I'm going to ask him if he can just send somebody to the house and give it to me there. I'm sure it's going to take us about the same amount of time.
I'll put in a call.
As I look to the Ardeniel, like, do you know where the other one is?
No, Thoth, this is not the cam girl. This is a completely different character of Adam's that also happens to be a complete thought. Although I want to point out, because I believe in giving Adam credit where credit is due. He did not make this character this way. He originally made a priest, a seeker of knowledge, and it was a really significant character. And then our genius pedagogue decided to jump a fence that was currently being guarded by Sabbat members. That didn't turn out well. And
Wait. Did I shoot him?
yes, you did. It was you and Bishop Ventura's child just drew down pop right in the head.
So someone just jumped the fence and
You warned him. Not only did he not say anything, I think he pulled out a knife. He pulled out a knife and jumped the fucking fence. Now, demons, when they die, or when their host dies, it's not necessarily curtains for them. They have to fight that terrible gravity of hell that I mentioned before. But if they can make it to another host, they've got a chance. So I needed to come up with something in a very affluent neighborhood, and somebody that was very close to death, and I decided, your standard college party wastrel, ODing on cocaine in the bathroom. And I thought this could be a really dark, poetic character for Adam to work with. And of course, he decided to show his tits to middle schoolers, and here we are.
My infinite wisdom, Chaz.
I draw my knife and jump the... That is exactly what you said to me. Looked me in the eye with a straight fucking face and said, I draw my knife and jump the fence.
Okay, didn't he think that she was in trouble?
Don't ask me to rationalize, Adam.
Yeah, he thought, like, oh no, Isabella Chan's in trouble. I'll go save her. Gets gunned down in the lawn. That'd be on, like, America's Funniest Home Videos if it was World of Darkness.
Is that what flashes through your mind that night you shot him when I asked if you know where he is?
He's in a better place now.
I'll think, yes, he's actually around. I'll point to the thought in the crowd.
The darkest part of all the dark.
Just a girl rolling on the ground, pounding her fist. And as I'm like, that's her. As I start walking towards her.
All right, Chelsea. The other two members of your Roomba appear to be approaching you. No sign of Nishota, no sign of Linvalis, but these two are definitely here.
Oh, you approached me. It's not.
Oh, you approached
I kick your ass without getting closer.
Yeah.
As I'm like, come on. Let's go, Delavante. We got a house to break into, and this time we have a warrant.
All right. Sounds like a plan.
Oh no.
So on our way to the house, I'm assuming
okay.
we get the address from Sheriff Black or Deputy Black.
Yeah, he's going to give you, we'll say, Building G Apartment 3 in the Doubletree Apartments further down Mesa.
Okay. On the way there, I'm going to stop at a Dollar Tree or something like that. I'm just going to buy like one of those little sheriff packets. Like the one with the cap guns and like a sheriff badge.
Dollar Tree's closed, but you could probably find something like that at Walmart. Unless you just want to break into the fucking Dollar Tree.
I got a roll in.
I'll just buy one at Walmart.
Freaking the wall.
Oh man, what was that? That D&D game we played that we had the fucking writ of search and seizure and we just fucking abused it.
Oh fuck! Wasn't that Pathfinder? I don't remember.
Oh yeah.
I'll have to figure that out.
Yeah, I'm like, come on, we're breaking into a house. Pull up to Walmart. I'm like, oh yes, how most home burglaries start at Walmart.
You just go like, yeah, we need leather gloves, some rope, a crowbar. Do you guys have balaclavas? Yeah.
With fire axe and
They're all together in the home invasion section.
so convenient.
I mean, there's that section at Home Depot that's just for S&M.
Adam, did you make your Scion? I don't remember.
Let's see if it's in my hand.
Which one was your Scion?
George Kamizawa.
I'm 90% sure he made that one.
I have to find it.
I think he made that too, because he specifically said he took Someone's Watching Me.
Oh, yeah. Right now. Yeah.
All right. Any other preparations you'd like to do before you head to the apartment?
No, I am assuming I already have leather gloves. And then once we get to the apartment, I'm just going to wait for the contact to drop off the fake warrant off.
We have Chelsea text the date. Sorry, I took off. But not really.
Sorry, not sorry.
Got to ride with someone else.
Oh.
Lol.
He doesn't come back right as he sees us walking off onto my motorcycle.
Yeah, you got arrested.
Just lol, took too long.
Armando, anything you want to do beforehand?
No, not in particular. I guess just shoot my roommate a text, letting him know what's going on. I don't know what the hell he's doing.
Well, what's
He's
funny
probably
is,
online at Starbucks.
yeah, he took the chronically late flaw, so he's really late. All right, as you roll into the parking lot of the Doubletrees, you can see that there does appear to be a sheriff's cruiser sitting not in a space, but rather obliquely in the parking lot. They don't usually have their lights flashing, as a cop would when they pull into an apartment complex.
Yeah.
Just appears to be sitting there.
Yeah, I'm just going to kind of go and, like, tap on the window and be like, Sheriff Black send you?
Yes, sir, Mr. Mandragon?
See.
I'm sorry, this is highly irregular. Can I see some form of ID?
I'll show my driver's license.
And then you show him your album.
All right, sir, he'll proffer some paperwork. Just give me a signature here, and that should take care of most of it.
Signing the paper.
All right, well...
What's your angelic name?
You are officially temporarily deputized within this jurisdiction. Deputy Black told me to leave this to your own devices, but are you sure you don't want a uniform officer with you?
No, this should be fine.
I work better this way.
As I put the little toy sheriff badge on my leather jacket.
His eyes sort of rest on it, and beneath the sort of stony veneer of his face, he sort of locks his jaw, and there's just this overwhelming sense of not being surprised that emanates from this guy. As he says, this isn't the first time Deputy Black has asked me to do something strange, but it always works out in the end. I'm going to trust him. Anyway, you folks have a good night and be safe. Detective?
Thank you.
What's up?
No, I'm just saying thank you to him.
As he'll pull away and leave the apartment to you.
Ooh, what you gonna do?
I look at
so
Chelsea
much
and I'm
drugs.
Like, oh my! This is the first time I've been on this side of the law. Feels pretty good. I'm ready to abuse my powers.
Now, you are sneaking around an apartment complex. Well, not sneaking, but you are attempting to enter an apartment complex where no one knows you, and it's about 11 o'clock at night. Are you going to attempt to be stealthy, or are you just going to trust in the power of the American legal system and barge right in?
Oh, man. I'm deputized. I can do whatever I want now. I can break into people's homes and shoot them.
Yeah, he had a weapon. He had a foot-long subway.
That's a weapon. It's going to kill him.
I will be stealthy.
You say what you will. Jared's in jail.
All right, for those of you that do want to try and keep a low profile, why don't you give me a dexterity stealth roll? And this will be at a standard 6.
Oh man, I need a specialty. That would have been awesome. I would have gotten a 7, but instead I got a 4.
Ooh. Adam?
I'm trying to see. My eyes going black.
You're giving into the dark hotto.
Hey, you got 2 successes? So.
All right, 2 successes. Armando, are you going to try and sneak, or just...
I'm not there.
You're not?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You wanted to stick by for the autopsy.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're still at the crime scene. Yeah, you guys are actually able to slink through the shadows, keep a low profile. Nobody really seems to notice. As you look around, it doesn't really look like what happened has had a chance to affect the neighborhood yet. You know what I mean? You can still see the last few lights flickering off. You can still see that blue glow flash against drawn curtains as someone's watching late night TV. It's a very, very serene scene of just general winding down. As you approach her apartment, the first thing that catches your eye is her parking space. It's completely empty, as you might expect. And can I get a perception investigation, please?
Perception investigation. You can get perception.
We can buy our powers?
1 success.
1 success. You notice that there is a pair of very pronounced tire marks that sort of peel out of her parking space. So either she immediately just booked it the fuck out, or her tires were already super hot as she left.
Either that or Ghost Rider was here.
That or she's Ghost Rider.
Oh, she's the fucking lame all new Marvel one that has a fucking car.
I'm gonna say Robbie Reyes is all right. I get the Trans Am isn't as cool as the motorcycle, but
I mean, yeah. Other than that, he seems like a decent character.
I felt like they could have gone with a Pontiac Firebird.
Something more Mexican.
Yes, Pinto.
I'm going to go and take a picture of that, considering I am not an actual investigator. I will need the actual cop to help me put things together later.
Just write down facts and I'll just be like, what the fuck is this?
It's a dick pic.
Pandora box. Pandora box.
So checking out the tire marks, I'm going to beckon Chelsea to follow me up to the actual apartment number.
Okay, the apartment's on the 2nd floor, and as you arrive, the door is unlocked.
Ooh.
I'm going to go ahead and slip my brass knuckles on,
All right.
which are now legal in this state.
You tighten your fist around your newly legal brass knuckles.
I've always had these, but now they're legal.
And now I'm a police officer.
I'm also just going to kind of make small talk with Chelsea. I'm going to be like, you still want to be this? I'm like, I could technically make you into anything, human-wise.
Bigger tits. Adam, I want you to know that what comes out of your mouth next, you will be judged for the rest of your tenure on Caffeinated Conquest. We don't forget, the audience doesn't forget, and YouTube is apparently forever because Google.
So, Adam,
You could be Father Della Rosa again.
technically.
But I couldn't be exactly him. What it was, I came back, guys. Jesus got me back. I'm back at the church, guys.
Oh, it'd be quite the miracle at your church, I think.
Yeah. It was just a big... I show up to my own wedding.
Wait, wedding? Wedding? Is someone marrying your corpse? What is this, France?
You know what I mean? Hey, I'll think about it, Manuel.
I'll think about it. Now, how fucking stacked do I want to be?
I can either be as
Like, how much of a Kardashian do I want to be?
Man. I'll think about it, Manuel. That's a good option, though. I'll keep my thoughts open.
I'm like, hey, if there's one way to get faith out of people, you can be the father that came back from the dead.
Or you could be the father that came back.
Or you can look like Mrs. Butterworth.
I'm saying the father that came back from the dead with tits.
Or you know what? Just be Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Why not?
We'd have to get rid of your old body, though. Actually, I think that was already gotten rid of. The Sabate, didn't they?
You put it in the blender or something? Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. The Malkavian got rid of your body.
Yeah, like we shot you and they were just like, well, he's not wanting.
You absolutely could have come back. You're technically a missing person right now.
What are you gonna tell him? Like, I was in Mexico.
Doing what? Mexican things?
Wait, didn't you hear the Pope was over there like a long time ago? I just got lost on the way back.
Right. So I'm making my way across the border, and wouldn't you know it, I looked up, and it was the border to Venezuela.
You know how immigration can be.
I had to make my way up with the migrant caravan.
Yeah. Opening the door as I'm talking to him.
All right, as you push open the door, Armando, it takes about an hour before the body's fully collected and sent to the morgue for processing. As you're sitting there observing the autopsy, it seems like the attending physicians are coming to a lot of the same conclusions that you are. The tox screen is coming back inconclusive, so they're not real sure about that. The organs look like they've been completely boiled. Yeah, just skin charred to the consistency of leather. What exactly are you looking for from the autopsy?
If it was definitely something supernatural, or if this could somehow be mundane, because I don't want to start, witch hunting devils. Also, I'd probably want a little bit more specific things, just to help me gauge what I'm dealing with.
Okay. So we are talking about mortals in the presence of an angel of healing. Their knowledge is rudimentary, to say the least, compared to yours. So, right now, they cannot feasibly rule out the supernatural one way or the other. As I said, the tox screen is coming back inconclusive, and the best, most plausible answer that they're going to give you is it was just a drunk driver that put her car into the alligator statue in San Jacinto. Being there at the scene, that doesn't seem to jive, but that is the best that mundane science can offer at this point. Now, again, as I said, with your knowledge of the occult, the differing sort of eyewitness accounts should get your hackles up a little bit. Again, green fire, body on fire. You might have actually heard a couple of other things as you were hanging around, like how the woman seemed to actually get up out of her car, completely on fire herself, walk around with some kind of motor control to the front of her car before passing out dead on the hood.
Xavier, you know what you have to call? The Fire Force, the new anime.
God damn it. There's an anime.
The anime about
You're the
this.
Fire Force. Alright, well. Nom. I guess I could take a look at it myself, right? And I don't know how much my lures are actually gonna help. I guess I could technically heal the body. Not that it would fucking matter.
You could heal the body and then get our Grim Reaper to put the soul back.
That's true.
Just scare the crap
I
out
can
of
also grant it temporary life.
it. Ooh.
Let's not do that though, because that's super fucking weird.
Xavier, I 100% think you should do that and just be like, what happened? Come on, Xavier. Do the CAFCON thing.
Now, as I was perusing the rulebook earlier, I did find out that to a certain extent, demons are affected by the mage's consensual reality thing. Since most people really don't have true faith to speak of, it does make it harder when it's in a group. But you might be able to swing it if you really wanted to.
We'll just be like, this woman's not dead. Just get close to her and be like, there's a breath.
She's still alive. What? I'll walk out to them. I'll say, "Would you guys mind if I take?" I've done a few tours in the Middle East. I've seen some really nasty shit.
With all due respect, detective, are you qualified to perform an autopsy?
I've performed multiple surgeries on people that were going to die, and some of those people died in my arms. Does that count?
Give me manipulation empathy.
Lean on some of that good old-fashioned American military sentiment.
Yeah, just like my friends died. Like, oh. What was it? Manipulation, empathy. Aha! I can do that. And I'm at -1 difficulty. 4 successes!
Alright, detective, if you're sure you know what you're doing, we'll be outside. I could use a break from the smell anyway. And a moment later, you are alone in the autopsy room.
Alright, time to do some lures.
You just go apocalyptic form.
Apocalyptic form. No, that's when we have, something, a mild inconvenience and we need to go our way. Alright, well then. If I start to heal the body, can I see how it heals?
I will say yes, but you're going to have some explaining to do once the others come back in.
I'll just use the high torment version. No.
Just be like, sorry, my hormone brought this body slowly back to life.
My hormone! You see, I'm actually a hormone user. I'm not quite a stand user. I become a stand, though. Actually, I'll use cleanse real quick, just in case.
Correct me if I'm wrong, cleanse purges poison from the body?
Toxins and diseases.
Okay.
If there are any.
I will ask you to roll just for the possibility that you might high torment and explode this chick.
Yep.
That'll be fun to explain.
I put too much hormone.
I put too much hormone and exploded the frog. I'm sorry. Okay. And it's faith, right? The first roll?
Yeah.
Yes. All the yes.
Okay.
And then it's
stamina plus medicine.
Right. That's 9 dice. Yeah.
And this has a varying difficulty, so just tell me what you roll. Like, what's your highest?
My highest?
Yeah. When you roll your stamina medicine, let me know what the highest result is.
Oh, 2 10s.
2 10s, okay. So you lay hands on the burnt, blackened husk, and you just force a pulse of faith into it. And you're not really sure there's an effect, but it's clean as a whistle now.
Okay, good. I just want them catching anything. Well, is there anything I can glean as a infernally inclined? Looking closer at this body.
I mean, I'm not sure what other information I could give you besides what you already rolled for at the actual scene of the accident. So,
Okay.
like, if you're looking for something specifically, I'll try to help you out. But as far as, like, nebulous, what do I know? I mean, like I said, your perception heal is fucking in outer space, so I didn't make you roll for that. I just gave you as much as I could.
Okay, that's fine.
Bring back to life. Nobody's in the room. Come on, it's
Yeah, I will heal her.
Okay, so here's the thing. So, I'm looking at his lore right now. Rank 4 is animate. Rank 5 is restore life. Animate lets him animate an object, and it keeps saying object.
I mean, yeah, a dead body is an object.
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily say you can't use it on a corpse.
I'm assuming if it's not a person, it's an object.
But then what's restore life for?
Specifically a dead body. I can't restore life to, like, a golem. Right?
That seems like that would make rank 5 superfluous.
No, because animate is I control it and it's a puppet versus restore life that is me actually putting its soul back in.
Okay. Alright. Done deal.
And giving it autonomy.
So
So there's between, like, a golem and Frankenstein.
Alright.
I was going to say, so the difference is you could technically pump life into this thing, but then it'd basically be a zombie.
Like a mindless fucking corpse.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I will heal it though.
Okay. So
To
give me that faith roll, because eventually you're gonna botch and something's gonna explode and we're gonna laugh.
No bot. And 2 successes.
Alright, stamina medicine again.
Oh, wrong one. And this is just successes, right?
Yes.
5.
5. Okay. So what it does is it's 1 per 1. You start healing health level. So obviously the corpse is still going to remain dead, but you wanted to watch how it heals. So you lay hands, you pump your faith into it, and you begin to watch the flesh sort of mend and re-knit itself, and you see the reddish, inflamed organs slowly come back to a healthy sort of pink. You see the sort of boiled, liquefied intestines sort of reconstitute itself, reform. The stomach encloses itself once again into a leathery sack, as the inner workings of this woman slowly begin taking shape once more.
And then they'll be like, well, I did it good. And I guess I'll take my leave and I'll just be like, alright guys, I did my best. I think you can have an open casket now. And then just walk away.
What did you do? You didn't interfere with the body, did you?
No. I didn't do anything.
Detective, that's evidence. And they'll start, like, rushing into the autopsy room. And do you do the Batman thing where you're just gone when you poke their head back up?
And then they just have so many questions.
Does that strike off a temporary torment?
I don't think I have any temporary torment.
You son
I
of a
typically
bitch.
don't take torment onto myself. I think I did so once.
I had to take torment a lot just because my apocalyptic form doesn't have any weapons other than the high torment version.
I mean, you could have made your own apocalyptic form.
I didn't know that was an option.
Technically, we didn't have the player's guide at the time, but I will absolutely, totally let you do that. So if you wanna retroactively rebuild your apocalyptic form, on the table.
It's pretty dope.
Also, I intend to offer the same thing to Tom so he can finally have fucking wings. He's the one
It's
angel
a
that can't
meme at
fly.
this point.
It's super sad.
It's a meme at this point.
Fair enough.
All right.
Manuel. At the apartment, the door creaks open. You have your your brass knuckles at the ready. You look around. The place is well illuminated, actually. It looks like there was a table lamp that was left on. The place is homey. Actually, quite clean. You notice first that she seems to have a great deal of different sorts of memorabilia on the walls. Mostly of what looks like homemade arts and crafts projects. Like, not necessarily macaroni pictures, but you can tell when something wasn't done by a professional. That's kind of what you're looking at. It seems to be adorning the walls of her house, and she's got these, like, molded clay knickknacks and figurines that sit on shelves and end tables. But everything appears to be in order. Like, it's not rummaged. It doesn't look like there was any kind of a break-in or any signs of struggle. What do the two of you do at this point?
I'm just kind of looking to see if she has any books or, like, if I noticed any occult-looking symbols.
She actually has quite a few books, and as you peruse her bookshelves, you notice quite a lot of them are books based on psychology, and quite a few of them are adolescent psychology. Chelsea, what are you doing?
I guess so.
Browsing Tinder.
Only on her bed. I was not kidding that. See. I guess I'll look at the. See what I can think is. I'm not a detective, so I don't know what to look for.
Adam, you're cryptic. Your nature is pedagogue. You are literally one of the most intelligent beings in all of creation. You can figure it out.
Are we, though? Because our dots can only go up to 5. Vampires can get, like, twice as smart.
His apocalyptic form makes him extra brainy, so.
That's true.
Apocalyptic.
Which is funny as hell when you think about it. Just bam, demon.
I'll think in midair. Like that picture they posted of me a long time ago. Or some time ago, I forget. I guess I can use my power again, but I don't know. It's worth using 2 powers.
Does that cost you faith, by the way? Because you have a very limited repertoire of that.
Yeah, don't use things that cost faith too much unless you really need to. But I think you can use up to like 3 without faith for most things.
I'll tell you what. While you're considering it, everybody give me perception awareness. Or at least the two that are at the apartment.
Two successes.
My thing's not working. My thing went black.
My dice won't roll.
Like my screen went black on the Chrome. I can't do nothing. Wait, actually,
Did you plug it in?
the Chrome's plugged in.
Adam, would you like me to roll for you?
Yes, please.
Okay.
I have no sight. Can I see the comments on the stream?
Your perception is 3 and your awareness is 0.
Wah, wah. Luckily, there's no penalty for talents.
Well, you did pretty good. So, as you guys are perusing the living room, there is a general sense of emotional unease that lingers here. But you don't quite feel any like infernal energy or lures at work.
It's a wizard.
I'm gonna look through the little knickknacks and see if I can make any connections or see what kind of little arts and crafts she liked to make.
Well, as you're looking at the knickknacks and the different pieces of art, they're actually signed, or the ones that are signed, by many different people. Upwards of 20, 30, 40 different names here. In fact, you're not entirely certain, maybe once or twice, but for the most part, you can't even really find a duplicate name among the collection.
She's a teacher. Adolescent pedagogy, and these seem to be little knickknacks made by her students. At least that's what I'm assuming. Does she have any pictures?
There's probably a couple pictures. The pictures are standard fare. By the third one, you can start to pull together some kind of image of what this woman must have looked like, because by the time you got to her. But it's a lot of family, a lot of older relatives. You don't really see her. I'll tell you what, there is one picture where she is standing in a building you don't immediately recognize. White walls, very, very clean linoleum floor. And she is standing next to two people wearing scrubs.
I'm going to go ahead and take a picture of that picture.
You forget to turn off your flash and you just get an illuminated screen.
So,
like, perfect evidence. You don't
well,
check.
now time to check the bedroom. Any sort of diaries or personal effects?
Absolutely.
Was she a middle school teacher?
The same.
Why does that matter, Adam?
Like,
What are you gonna? Hey, I know these kids.
I know.
In her bedroom hangs a beautiful calligraphic rendering of the Ave Maria, together with a small crucifix. The bed is unmade and a set of discarded nightclothes lies next to it. An open romance novel lies on top of that. The rest of the room looks relatively normal, as does the bathroom and the half kitchen. Situated in the corner of the bedroom is a cluttered work desk upon which rests a laptop computer currently in the open position.
I'm going to try to turn the computer on.
It's actually just screensaver, so you tap a button and it pops up no password. And you can see on her desktop there's, she's got Firefox, she's got a couple off-the-wall games, Peggle. I would say that awesome pinball game, but that doesn't come on any modern Windows.
Unfortunately.
And then standard stuff like Quicken, Excel, Word.
Oh, but can it run ski free?
Well, two obvious things I'm going to look at first. My documents and her internet history.
She was looking at schoolboy hentai.
Okay. So, internet history, nothing really out of the blue pops up. A lot of Netflix.
Mostly cat pictures.
Facebook, boomer memes. When you look at my documents, it looks like she's got a good couple years worth of scans of what might be pay stubs. Going back, organized by month, going back several years. And apparently she worked for University Behavioral Health. Or I should say the UBH Center off of, what is it, Clint?
I am familiar
Cliff.
with this. Anything in her pictures?
Not really. There's a couple more pictures of her with people in scrubs. There's her on what you would presume to be the grounds of UBH. But again, nothing that really provides any kind of deep dive into who she is or what she might have been doing at the time.
Okay. If she has a USB drive, I'm just going to copy the documents into it just in case I might need it later.
I don't know if she does, but I'm happy to say that you do. So, no problem there. Chelsea, anything in particular that strikes your fancy?
If she has anything you can wear.
No. Any nice clothing?
No, Adam, just be her. Take her life.
Come.
I could make you look like her if I have a picture of her.
You have a picture of her?
I know the general body shape after seeing her burned corpse.
So, Mary Blacksmith was a mid-50s African-American woman.
Is this something you enjoy? Because you get to do a thing where you're like, "Oh, come here." You get to be the nice black lady.
The Lord Transfiguration. You can be anyone.
Oh my God!
Can I find out Obama's last name?
Adam, you could be an anime girl, but it'll be really weird because you'll look like fucking Alita. So
yeah,
get used to that.
Well, that's what's going to happen if I end up doing it High Torment on accident.
No, High Torment on accident is what the fuck do they call it? When when they wear the fucking like anime masks, the cosplayers, you know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's just fucking creepy, dude.
Ouch.
All right,
Adam,
Armando,
literally anywhere in the world.
What is your next goal currently?
Go see how the rest of my Roomba's doing. And I'll just be like, telepathically, you guys doing okay?
Yes, but it seems like the only thing we found is this woman worked at the UBH.
What?
And she liked, what does she have in her fridge?
Week-old tuna salad.
Ugh, nothing good. Not even some spaghetti I can microwave.
Is it like a little pantry? Yeah.
Does she have any Little Debbie snacks?
Sure. She has zebra cakes because those are the best.
I'm like, all I found out was that she works at UBH and she likes zebra cakes.
Huh.
As you hear the mental noise of me chewing one.
You mentally project that, so you have to deliberately invoke our Danielle and be like chewing noise. Chewing noise.
No.
You can block
a little bit. I need
You
to
can only
see for
block if he's higher than me. The only one that's higher than any of us is Nashoda. Hence why we probably can't get in contact with him right now.
Yeah, well, he's got like 3 eminence, right? I've got 2.
You know, that's going to be funny as fuck. Next time, I'm not even going to give a recap. I'm just going to invoke his chronically late, and he's going to show up to fucking San Jacinto after everybody's left. You stand in front of a smoldering car.
That's it. Okay. Yeah, I'll head on over to the her place of residence.
Okay. It is currently midnight. Do you guys want to keep going, or should we call it there for tonight?
That's a good place to
Josh?
call it. I gotta go to work pretty early.
Okay. It was a decent game tonight. I'll give everybody 2 XP.
Yeah.
You guys know what happens. Start the vote. Guys in chat, you too. So, who gets the bonus XP tonight?
I think it goes to Josh for getting the goofy police badge. Or the realistic police badge.
I will also give it to Josh.
For
Why?
becoming the deputy.
Yeah.
Okay.
For deputizing himself.
Josh, who do you vote for?
I had 2 vote for me now. I'll vote for Xavier.
Okay, Yusuf, why?
For sure, down.
My reason is similar for Thos. For Xavier doing the good deed, despite being a demon.
All right. Right now, I've got Manuel and Armando deadlocked, tied. If you want somebody to win, you gotta cast that vote.
Oh, Mazzy gave me a vote.
I counted Mazzy's.
No, you didn't?
Yeah.
And then I got one from from Discord.
You got one from the Discord. What?
Yeah,
No,
like
Zevran's on the Discord.
yeah.
I will count that, but in the future, I want you to know that I physically cannot check the Discord while I'm streaming. I guess I could on my phone, but realistically, I've got enough things to worry about. It's probably not going to happen, so I can't guarantee that's going to work in the future. But congratulations, Zevran. Tonight, I count your vote for Adam.
Did I have 5 on Discord? Nah.
Technically, I have.
Come on, ladies and gents. If it ends in a tie, Adam wins.
You don't want Adam to win, dude.
In the meantime, while I wait for any chat votes to come in, you guys know the drill. If you like what you saw, like, follow, subscribe. There's going to be more of this to come, and I really don't know if anybody else plays Demon the Fallen on Twitch, so hey, we've got a niche. Let's see. Social media down below if you want to know what we'll be streaming and when. If you really, really like us, there's a Patreon.
Ooh. Massey's changing his vote.
Ooh.
I've lost one of my
For
votes.
lying about the body? I think it's pretty good to have an open casket. I didn't lie.
They could have still had an open casket.
They could not have had an open casket with the way she was. I did her family a favor. Or whatever she's got left of.
Patreon, if you want to give us money. I really don't have anything else to say to try and kill time to wait for more chat votes. So, Adam, I would like you to give the audience a monologue while we wait, and Josh, I would like you to pick the topic.
Adam, I want you to give a monologue.
Can I just do a thing I was going to think about that I was thinking in my head?
No, but you can tell us what that is.
Oh, well,
Adam, I want you to give a monologue about cucumbers.
Tell us about cucumbers, Adam.
They turn into pickles when you put vinegar in them. And they are green. Very so green. Green on the outside. Lighter green on the inside. With seeds. I don't know what else to say about them other than that. People use them for different things. Ask your
gynecologist if cucumbers are right for you.
Yeah.
Adam, you are a delight. All right, I don't see any other votes coming in, so let's go into X tonight.
Victory screech.
All right, you guys, thanks for joining us. We appreciate you. I hope you guys enjoyed watching us as much as we enjoyed putting on the show for you. So, good night, farewell, get some sleep, or don't. I'm not the boss of you. Usually I let the stream run for a few minutes because I feel bad cutting it off when the guys say goodbye, but that didn't happen tonight, so bye.